Hello everyone. Today I'll be explaining you regarding 41 to 50 practical questions. And it's all about like you're going to use R programming language. It's a statistical software where you're going to deal with some sort of statistical formulas. You will insert, you will get many graphs, visualizations, etc. Okay. So basically it's a tool that represents some statistical visualizations. Okay. So R is a famous statistical tool that is what I can say in cut short. Now, the first question is all about like you have to find the mean of the data. Okay. So you have what is a mean? Mean is something that you have to add all values and then you will divide it with how many are there, isn't it? Do you remember that? So it's the same thing over here. But instead of adding all these values and then dividing it with numbers, you're going to use a formula. Okay. So I'm using an online compiler and then so the data is there and you're going to create a data with the function so-called C, and then you are going to insert all the values which I have in the questionnaire. And this is the question, right? So we have 3, 5, 7, 4, 10, 11, 8, 6, 2, 9. So I'm going to insert all these things in the C function and then I will find the mean value. So mean value is nothing. This is the name I have given, mean underscore value. Okay. So how do you represent it as the mean of the data? Okay. In the data, what do you have? In the data, you have these numbers. Okay. When I want to find the mean, I will use this mean formula. Clear with this point? So now you're going to print this mean value. Why mean value? Because you're storing all you are storing the answer in this mean value. That is why. Okay. So when I click on run, you're going to see the results. So the mean for all these numbers is 6.5. Okay. Yeah. So now you have to start with median of the data. So the second question talks about how do you find the median of the data, the middlemost value after arranging it in ascending order. That is what you're going to do it manually. So how do you do that? So the same thing, you're going to segregate the data and you're going to create a C function and that you are going to insert all the values. Okay, I'm giving a name to it because I'm finding a median value. So median underscore value. So what is the formula? Median of data. Okay, because the data in this data you have all these numbers and the formula is median of data. This is the formula you're going to use. Now you're going to print the median value. So what is the middlemost value? Let's see. The middlemost value is 56. After you arrange it in the ascending order, then you're going to find the 56 as the most middlemost value. Okay. The third question is all about you have to create a vector and also you have to find the mean of this particular vector. Okay. So first you have to create a vector, isn't it? So to create a vector, again, I'm using a C function and those are the numbers. Did they give the numbers? No, they didn't give any numbers. So I have created my own numbers. So 44, 33, 22, and 11. And I want to print it in my, print my vector. So as you can see, the vector is created and it is showing us the result. Now, what I have to do is I have to find the mean for my vector. The same way, I will give my own name, which is like mean underscore vector. What is the formula? Mean of what? Mean of my vector, isn't it? So because why my vector? Because all the values will be stored in my vector. I have to print which one? I have to print mean vector. So when you just run the code, then you will see that the vector is created and the average, mean is nothing but the average. How do you do the average? You will add all the numbers and then you will divide it by how many numbers are there. So the mean value is 27.5. Okay. Yeah. The next question is all about you have to create a geometric mean for this particular numbers. Okay. So again, the same thing. You have to use the C value and then you have to insert all your things. So geometric mean, that is what I'm going to find it, isn't it? This is the name I have given, geometric underscore mean. So what is the formula for it? So exponential of mean of logarithm of the data. Okay. So this is the formula you will find for the geometric mean and then you're going to print the geometric mean. So when I click on run, you will see the output, which is like 11.15. This is the geometric mean. Next is all about you have to find the variance of the data. You have to find the variance using R. So So how much it is variated from the mean. So this is what the variance is, variance of data. This is what the formula is. This is my own name that I've created. And also in the data, I have created all the numbers. You have to print variance value. When I click on run, you will see the variance. Next is all about, you have to find the standard deviation. The same thing you have to do, you have to insert the data and then the standard deviation. This is my own name that I have created, and this is the formula. The formula is SD of data, and you have to print the value of SD. So when I click on run, the standard deviation is 26.04083. What is the next question? The next question is all about mean deviation using. So you have to get onto the mean deviation. So mean deviation, there is nothing but so how much it is deviated. So again, the same thing. The formula is mean of absolute and then data minus mean of data. So that how much it is deviated from the mean. That is what the mean deviation is. So this is the formula you're going to use, and then you're going to print the deviation. It's the same thing, but you have to understand the meaning of different questions. Next is all about, you have to find mean and variance. You already know how to find mean and variance. Next is all about data frame. You already know that you have to use dot data frame. Okay, we're going to create two vectors, and then which is like nothing but the name and the score. Let's create that. So as you already know, mean and variance, I'm not explaining you. The second one is all about, we have names and score. Names are created with that C, and then all the names are inserted over here. The same way you're going to insert all the scores. As I told you that data frames are created by using data.frame, and names are created with names. Lowercase I'm taking up, and then you are going to print the my data frame. And as you can see, name and score, see here, even though if it is lowercase or even though if it is uppercase, it's same. That is what they're representing. Okay. So I'm just taking up the names and the score, and then I'm going to run. So as you can see that it has been segregated into two things, which is like rows and columns. It is created. That is what the data frame is. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.